Good morning. Quiet day for me yesterday, so not many green screens or any green screens to show you because I didn't really do any trading. But I'll just show you the ones I would have done on an ideal day. In the FA Cup, on an ideal day, you would have looked at backing Arsenal to be winning at half-time, having conceded the first goal against Pompey with such a strong side. You saw the Crystal Palace side against Macclesfield, awful. You saw the Arsenal side in stark contrast, lots of familiar names. So that would have been a play. Sheffield United against Mansfield, the ideal angle there would have been, I think, the 1-4 here. That's when you get involved with very, very little worry liability-wise. And off we go. Bamford, Mariah Welsh making it 3-4, but no fourth goal. But just with these two quick responses, had you got in there, that would have initiated an odds move. Coupe de France, well, Chantilly did take the lead against Rennes, but it wasn't on the Betfair coupon. A real pity, because that was a very strong contender. Rennes absolutely bossed the stats from start to finish. Chantilly took the lead, and boom, off we go. Merry Christmas. Nothing much else doing, and you saw how effective buying Mönchengladbach can be when the market fancies them. When they win, they score 3 goals or more. No wiggle room there either. And Bayern Munich, well, there was a 1-1 fleetingly, and that was it. It fits in with the 1.13 quote, though, doesn't it? And same 1.13 quote here. 3-0, 3-1, any other home or away score. That's what you're looking for with such a short odds quote. And a goal at least before half-time. Greek Super League, nothing doing there. Quiet day. Lecce and Parma, the ideal there would have been laying Lecce once the red card was there. Missed the trick there, alas. Fiorentina and AC Milan did get the late AC Milan equaliser if you stuck with that one. Quite amazing that they remain unbeaten. They missed a bullet against Genoa. Fiorentina looked very, very impressive yesterday, and the clue was in the market for an improved Fiorentina performance. When you're vying for the title and you're 2.25 against a side with only 2 wins all season, there must be a story behind it. Inter and Napoli, well, this is probably what I envisioned it ending. It's a difficult one. Inter Milan needed the win, and I suppose if you looked at the 1-1 and laid the draw there, you'd have expected a goal. Well, it came via Çalhanoğlu after a red card, but that's not on the pitch, so these are not related. As tight as you'd expect from a derby-style match. That's why I tend to avoid them. And your boy McTominay doing the business again. What a capture for Napoli. So the title is still very much alive in Italy. Had Inter Milan got the 3 points yesterday, I think it would have been done and dusted. Nothing much doing in the Eredivisie yesterday. Go ahead Eagles equaliser against Sittard initially, I think would have been the angle in. And I wished I'd played that one. It's all about hindsight, I'm afraid, yesterday. Just not as strong as a Saturday coupon, was it? And indeed, Rangers far too accomplished for Aberdeen. That was a strong play as well. Strong fancy, shall I say. Nothing much doing either in La Liga or La Liga 2. So it's just one of those days yesterday. Just didn't fancy anything. On to today. And let's take a look. Today's trading angles. Liverpool and Barnsley, all about the team news for Arne Slot. We saw Man United go down against Brighton, and that's something I forgot to tell you about. At 0-2, there is a potential insurance play here. Are you really going to expect Brighton to score 3 goals at Manchester United? If not, lay over 2.5 goals. Back Manchester United +2. I actually did that yesterday, but I didn't take a screenshot of it. So my apologies. Lay over 2.5 goals. Back Manchester United +2. And if Manchester United score a goal, they will win the match with 2-goal head start. Okay? Poor old Lacey, Shay Lacey. Very enthusiastic. Doing far too much dribbling. I think the managers are going to have to rein that in. And throwing the ball away to get red carded. But that was inconsequential. So don't forget, that's a possibility. It's just moving up the insurance to another goal bracket. So have a think about that. Paris Saint-Germain, Paris FC. Well, these two are meeting each other yet again after Paris Saint-Germain recently tonked them, I think, in a head-to-head. It's a local derby, but the class, well, it's only a 2-1 defeat on the 4th of Jan. So respect to Paris FC. Likely to be the similar scoreline today, unless we see a changed Paris Saint-Germain side, given this is the Cup. Genoa and Cagliari. Let's take a look. Genoa have scored and conceded in 9 out of 10 matches recently and conceded in the last 12 matches. So that could be an angle in. Cagliari coming from behind against Cremonese got us a nice profit, didn't they? 2-2 in that particular match. This is tricky. This is 14th against 17th, and Genoa are unbeaten against 14th and lower. Cagliari unbeaten against 12th and lower. So it's a tricky match to unpack. Juve against Cremonese. It's all about whether they can get the ball to Jamie Vardy, because he's still a class finisher. But they should be well out of their depth, Cremonese. They are failing to score away from home as well. The old lady did struggle. They've had 2-1 wins. Should have had 3 consecutive 2-1 wins were it not for a missed penalty in the last match to make it 1-1. I think this is 3 points for the home side. That will be, I would suggest, the banker of the day. I don't expect Paris Saint-Germain to lose, so from a trading perspective, that could be a banker there as well. Eredivisie, don't fancy that. Spanish La Liga, Sevilla against Celta Vigo, 2.7 the favourite. So it's one of those days for a report. So I do dig out the AI now when I'm not researching the matches, rather than doing a whole whack of them for every single match. I think it's best when you have a 2.4 the favourite, or when it's too tough to call. Or a derby style match, I will bring the AI out. Key stats and trends. Sevilla have lost 3 consecutive matches. Levante, Real Madrid, Alaves without scoring. Celta Vigo, 4th best away record in La Liga. So that's quite something. Sevilla's home record, 1-3 drawn, none. So you've got that draw sequence, or lack of, which you might want to pay attention to. Celta Vigo kept a clean sheet in 3 of the last 4 La Ligas. Match winner, draw no bet, Celta Vigo. So effectively, that's saying laying Sevilla. Under 2.5 goals. And Jonas El Abdelawi to score or assist. So that's a little bit of a Brucey bonus for you there. Historic dominance over Celta Vigo in head-to-heads, undefeated 9 out of their 10. Is that interest you at all? Strong away form for Celta, dynamic wing play, and solid defensively. 3 clean sheets in 4. Weaknesses, severe goal drought at the moment, no goals in 3. So that's a problem. If Sevilla score first today, are they really going to follow up with the second goal? That's what the AI will be asking you to answer, that kind of a question. I will be doing the AI reports for Italian SerieA and La Liga, and the expected goals reports as well for all of those 3. Well, we can have a quick look at the XGs. So let's do that now on a quiet day. Have a quick look at the XGs. So Sevilla and Celta Vigo. Sevilla clinical. There you go. Not season long, not recently though. Celta Vigo about on a par with their actual performances, their expected. And defensively, their actual is 1.11. Their expected is 1.36. So they are better in real life than they are with the expected performance. Sevilla are a little leaky away from home. That could spell trouble, particularly if you're failing to score as well. Don't forget, anything near 1 or lower for expected goals, 4 is a poor performance. Genoa and Cagliari today. Well, Genoa wasteful. Their actual is 1 a game. Their expected is 1.25. Cagliari, well, I wouldn't call anyone clinical when their expected goals is 0.95. It's suggesting a struggle with that second goal. And look at their concession rate as well. 1.51 expected goals against. That's giving the side a chance to score 2 goals. It doesn't look good for Cagliari, this particular setup, does it? And Juventus against Cremonese. Cremonese's problem is in attack, even though they got 2 goals recently. Away from home is probably dropping that down because they are woeful away from home. Juventus, enough chances to create 2 goals a game, but wasteful, so says AI, compared to their actual. And with Cremonese conceding an expected goals against of 1.5 plus, you could be eyeing 2 goals from Juve today. And Juve keeping Cremonese quiet with 0.83 expected goals, which is extremely good. Expected goals against, which means they're tightening the ship at the back. It is a day off for me today, but it's I'm seeing a friend this evening, so I might not be about, but I will be keeping an eye on the Juventus match, especially. They have banker material written all over them. Cremonese look very, very gettable if leading. Quiet day for me today. If you want to join the e-letter, we'll be starting doing Premier League research again next Saturday for you. And there's a 14-day free trial. The links are in the description. So I hope we can see you. If you want me to do all the heavy lifting for you, all the research for you each day, if you're into your footy and you want to make some money, then I will do all the work for you. And we've got AI coming on board as well. Have a great day. I might see members, might pop on Telegram, but there's only a couple of matches later on. It's going to get busier and busier as the week progresses. Have a great day.